So due to the recent pandemic plaguing around the globe, the value of computers has been at its peak than ever before. Now we can completely blame this on the fact that almost everything nowadays is being done virtually using online platforms such as Zoom, WhatsApp, Messenger, Skype, and etc. But that doesn't necessarily mean that people are rushing out to the nearest stores just to buy the latest and the greatest that modern technology has to offer, and that is due to the fact that this pandemic has also had a great impact on our economy as well. So, the laptop that I have right here with me in this studio today has quite an affordable package yet offers great performance. Meet the MSI GF63 thin gaming laptop. Hey guys, it's me ABM and welcome back to my channel Tech Tech Toe. So way back in August 2020, I bought the MSI GF63 thin when I needed a good laptop. So over all the things that were available on the market, I chose this MSI specifically, and let me explain why. So first up, let's discuss about the build quality. So although this laptop is primarily made up of plastic, there is aluminium on both the lid as well as on the keyboard deck. That aluminium has a brushed texture and matte black color. There is a slightly red accented MSI logo up on the lid, but that too blends in quite nicely with the overall aesthetic of the device. On the sides and also on the bottom, those panels are made up of plastic though, but I can't really complain here because MSI is offering this laptop at a affordable price as prior to the performance, and also as this is primarily a gaming laptop, heat dissipation is really important and plastic does a really good job unlike any kinds of metal, so no complaints here too. On the left hand side you will find an exhaust for the fan, one AC adapter in and a USB type A. On the right hand side you will find a microphone jack, headphone jack, two more USB type A ports, a type C port as well as Kensington lock accompanied with a RJ45 Ethernet jack. On the back of the device you will find a exhaust for the fan once again as well as a HDMI output. Oh, I forgot, the USB type C port also acts as a display output through a display port cable. Opening up the lid, we get to see the webcam, display, keyboard and the trackpad. The webcam up top the display is a 720p 30 frame per second shooting camera, and I still don't know to this date why my laptop manufacturers keep on using these ancient looking webcams when we have such good front cam technology. But at least MSI gave us one webcam because the asus's ROG and Strix lineup doesn't even come with a webcam, so yeah, I really can't complain. The display underneath the webcam is a 15.6-inch diagonal IPS panel with 120Hz refresh rate. It has a respectable 350 nit peak brightness as well as 6 milliseconds response time. But do note that 6 millisecond response time is achieved by using overdrive, and if you turn that off, which is available in MSI's Dragon Center software, you will get around 16 to 20 milliseconds. However, this display falls short in terms of color accuracy, and if your primary use case is to edit videos and photos, then definitely I would tell you to look elsewhere. Although I edit my own videos on this laptop, I actually use another external display which is very color accurate, and thus I have no issues whatsoever. Talking about the keyboard, it's easily the worst aspect of the whole device. It has shallow like clicks. The travel is only 1.4 millimeters, and due to that, over a prolonged session of typing, your fingers will feel fatigued. Well, beneath the keyboard though, the trackpad is really good. It has glass surface, tracks fairly accurately, has support for Windows 10 gestures as well as the clicky buttons, all make up for an overall good trackpad experience. Now moving on to the performance, this laptop packs a 9th generation Core i5, but you can spec this up to a 10th generation Core i7. This Core i5 has quad cores and 8 threads, which runs at a turbo of 4.1 GHz and a minimum clock of 1.15. This quad-core CPU holds up really well in day-to-day tasks, and backed up by that 512GB relatively fast SSD, opening up files and daily tasks such as web browsing, downloading files, editing documents all feels snappy and are as fast as a breeze. The 8GB of RAM is a DDR4. That mere 8GB storage is not actually sufficient for higher workloads and even in gaming sometimes, so I myself personally upgraded that 8GB to a 16GB, and that gives a certain amount of boost in the performance, and I would really recommend that if you buy this laptop, do upgrade to the 16GB option. Now, the graphics card that is used inside here is a 1650 Ti with 4GB of VRAM. It's made up on the Max-Q design, so it draws in less power while giving more performance. And also in esports titles, you can easily push up to 100 or more frames per second, easily matching or outrunning the refresh rate on your display. However, if you are planning to play AAA titles though, this laptop, although is pretty decent performer, is not the highest end, and therefore in AAA titles on the lowest and the medium most graphical setting, you can easily push up 30 to 60 frames per second, but if you want the highest visuals, you gotta sacrifice some frames. So we also have a 51 Wh cell inside, which is advertised by MSI to give around 8 hours of runtime, but however I got around 7 to 7.5 hours, but that too is pretty decent, and for a gaming laptop that's pretty good too. We also get a 120W AC adapter along with the laptop in the box, and that pushes some really well power delivery. And while gaming, I haven't noticed any kinds of power throttling, neither have I noticed that my laptop is charging on a slow speed, so I really like that. But however, whatever I have talked about till now are neither of them are the standing feature or the flagship feature of this device. So the feature that stood out the most for me while I was making my purchase decision was the fact that this is a pretty thin and light laptop. For a gaming laptop, this thing weighs around 1.4 kilograms only and is pretty thin. So if you are on the market for a great thin and light yet good performing and affordable laptop at 80,000 taka, this is a really good choice. So that's been it for today guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please do subscribe and leave a like down below, and that's me signing off. See you in the next one.